So, what do we have here? A season of woe, I guess. So, hello, your boy here. Just kind of reflecting on how the season went. You know, it wasn't like generationally bad, but it felt like it, but also not. So we get to the regular season. We're thinking sky high potential, ranked at the beginning of the season, lose to UC Irvine but beat Vanderbilt. Oh boy! And then we go absolutely nowhere in the middle of, we were ranked until we lost to Louisiana. Did they even make the tournament? I don't know. I don't care. That was a terrible loss. But then we can regroup against Washington. I'll tell you, buddy. We still lost. What makes it worse? They later lost to Division III and an NAIA school. They might not count the NAIA loss. But that's certainly, under NCAA regulations, they lost. What are we doing here? How do we get to this point, man? But then, gotta reel me back in with a random win against Oregon State. Two of them even. Two. Oregon State? Sure, whatever. It's fine. And we slot random wins against Kansas. Sure. The loss to LSU makes more sense. But hey, we put 6 runs on them. It's better than whatever the fuck our performance against Washington was. But, or Louisiana. Hey, shit happens. Oh, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't happen. But, hey, we still got the Big Ten tournament. We barely squeaked into that on the final series. Let's see how it goes. Oh, Jesus. Right, we were about a fly ball away from missing that. A fly ball away from just losing the first game. Not even, really being able to put up a fight against Oregon because they would have already winning. Doesn't even matter that we beat him 7-3, It wouldn't have mattered if that guy did not catch that ball. But he didn't. So it continued the season. That Oregon win, though, it gave us hope. This team, it's turning it around. Sure, better late than never, we assume. Better now than, never. But I knew at any point, any loss is going to be no more. No more for Will Bolt. No more. Unless he can manage to get us to win this tournament, there's no way this man was staying. Even if we made it to the final and only lost by 1, he was not staying. He's fired. Gone. Because he had no turn. He wasn't going to get a title. But then we drawed Penn State. The team that I really wanted to flip-flop with because they had the 4-5. We had the 1-8. 1-12. Yikes. But beat them. And then UCLA. That was a team that we lost. We got swept by earlier in the season. And when I knew that our season was finished. And then Ty Horn just goes out there and pitches 8 innings of nothing. Why did you do this? It makes me question. Oregon State, UCLA, how did you lose to this? But hey, we made it. Let's get into this tournament. Let's see what happens. We draw Oklahoma. It does not start well. I don't know what the hitting philosophy was before this. But, in the Big Ten tournament, it worked. Clearly, whatever we were doing, smacking that, it was at least working to an extent where we can score 5 runs against UCLA and 7 runs against Oregon. That's something that is, grounded upon, and that's better than 4 in 1 inning. Seriously. Ignore the fact that we scored 4. We didn't score in 8 innings. 8 of 9 innings, we did nothing. We were swinging at balls that were so far down low that it made me question everything. Did I forget how to hit a baseball? Did they all just watch PCA hit a ball that was basically a golf swing and go, yes, that is exactly what I want to do? Because you're not PCA. None of you are. None of you are even close. So whatever the hitting philosophy is, trash. Absolute trash. I don't understand what it was. I don't understand what the coaches were telling him in between the Sunday that we won the tournament and the Friday that we played. Because, again, we played 3 games in 2 days and looked way better than having rest. Why does it take until the Big Ten tournament to do anything, and then we do nothing afterwards? Like, that 7-4 loss should have never happened if we had the same exact play as we did in the Big Ten tournament. Utterly useless. Utterly useless. And that's how we lose. Because it's obvious that the pitching can't hold it together. They aren't gods. They aren't the thing that, should be keeping this thing together. We can't just rely on Ty Horn the entire time. We just can't. It's stupid that we have to anyway. To rely on Ty Horn to give us, 2 master classes against UCLA and Holy Cross. Yay, we beat Holy Cross 4-1. We didn't commit a 2017. What now? Just have to go in Oklahoma and go 1-1 against them. That's perfectly fine. I hope we can go 1-1, right? It's not like Oklahoma is that good. I've said that in the past. They aren't that great. Right? Right? Yeah, no. Suddenly, our pitching decides, I don't need to carry this anymore, and give up 17. 17 runs. We did that last year as well. In the elimination game against Florida, 17-11. Oh, but that score is really close to this one, because this time it's 17-1. Yeah, we scored 1 run. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? How? I don't care that the pitching imitating the Hindenburg. How are you not doing anything on offense to at least say, oh, it's the pitching's fault? It's entirely the hitting's fault for doing nothing this entire game. In North Carolina, too. It doesn't matter that we beat Holy Cross. It doesn't matter. Everyone should have been fired. Fired immediately after this disaster of a performance. But then we get to the off season, which is exactly where we are now, and none of them are fired. None of them. I swear. This is shambolic, because this is a fire-worthy performance. Ending the season 33-29, going 15-15 in conference play, getting through the Big Ten tournament because it is a tin pot trophy at this point, and then doing fuck all in the NCAA tournament. You know what really matters when you are actually going to get consistently into the NCAA tournament? Going farther in the NCAA tournament. With the talent that we had, we should have been building upon what we did last year. Last year, we were in this exact same situation. It's not like Florida. It's not like Oklahoma are that great of SEC teams. After all, they didn't get a number 1 seed. And they hand those out like candy to these SEC teams. You might say, oh, but Oklahoma's not an SEC team. They are an SEC team. Even if they just joined, they're an SEC team. And they did good enough. So, how they got... It doesn't make sense. it still doesn't make sense. And now everyone is gone. All of them are going to different places. We even have one of them going to Oklahoma. Oklahoma. If that happened 20 years ago, that man would have been shot the first time he was ever stepped foot in Lincoln. But, you know, it's not a rivalry anymore. That was ditched in 2000, whatever the fuck. Don't care. Late 2000s. Got ditched then. When will we learn? When will we learn to actually be a competent team? We're a Big 12 team. We should be better than this. We should be better than this. But instead, we're going to get just a Division II All-American and MAC Pitcher of the Year and some other people that I don't think are going to do much to this program. And, oh, we're going to be worse. Do you really want that to happen? I don't want it to. And so we're just going to be stuck here next season going, oh, we missed the Big Ten tournament. Wow. I'm so shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. I don't know. I want to give myself some time after the season to think, hey, maybe I'll have a different perspective. Maybe something else will come up and I'll be like, okay, that's good. But I think I've given it enough time. LSU goes on to win the College World Series. They did it while also losing to Omaha. Omaha is a better win than us. Omaha. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I get into baseball to try and deflect from just not having any sports to watch. And you give me this disaster. Everyone need to be gone after this season, but none of them are. Anyway, that is all from me. If you have any positive thoughts about the season, let me know. Except for the fact that we got an extra trophy in the cabinet. And yeah, I will see you guys later this month, probably. Goodbye.